Howdy, everyone. Welcome to the A-Line podcast. My name's Antonio Gutierrez, and today I'm joined by Logan Hansen, our president, and our vice president, Reagan French. How are y'all doing today?
Great. Thank you for having
Fantastic.
us.
That's great to hear. Now, before we get into Recruitment Week stuff, I wanted to talk to y'all about what we stand for as an organization on campus and who we are. So if you could.
Absolutely. At A-Line's core, our mission statement is that we strive to enkindle the human spirit through self-expression.
And embolden all to excel beyond social norms.
And as a fully student-run publication on Texas A&M University's campus, we take great pride in offering our members the professional experience while also the creative freedom to explore their interests, whatever they may be in the publication sphere.
Yeah. No, it's awesome. It's a great organization for all those who are watching right now. So if y'all want to join, definitely should.
Yeah.
Now, also going into the Recruitment Week stuff now, what are y'all most excited for?
What do you think?
I can go first.
Yeah, go ahead.
I think my favorite part about recruitment and specifically A-Line in general is like meeting all of the like fresh new faces who have incredible ideas. I think the best thing about A-Line is that we are also creative and we're also like different and diverse in our interests and passions and stuff. So getting to meet people who are excited to come in and like kind of just give us a fresh face.
Absolutely. I feel like as a senior now, the nostalgia's hitting, and I joined A-Line my first semester freshman year. And so just seeing those new freshmen coming in and boldly coming up and wanting to be involved and wanting to, you know, explore their own creativity is so exciting because I see my past self in them. And so I'm just so excited to walk with them a few steps ahead along that journey this semester.
No, exactly. Like when I joined sophomore year, I had no actual place to be at A&M. And then I found y'all, and it was the best decision I've ever made. It was really fun. I really explored myself creatively, and meeting everyone was so fun. I mean, it's been a blast, truly has been.
Absolutely.
So next up, what's some advice that y'all have for people who want to join or who are kind of like scared, maybe don't know what's going on with what they want to do? So like what advice would you give them?
I would say for me, I can speak from my experience, I was incredibly indecisive. I knew I wanted to be a writer. I knew I wanted to be on writing, but I was like, deadlines, that's scary, you know, like it's serious. But I would just say to anybody to come in, have a conversation with us, be realistic about, you know, what your time commitments are, and we'll also be realistic that we want to work with you and we want to encourage you to make those deadlines, whatever they may be, and to not be afraid, because we've all been in the situation where we're scared to come in. You know, A-Line seems so serious, but it is completely a space, like I said before, of creative freedom that we want to, you know, lift up our fellow members to exploring whatever they're interested in.
Yeah, I'm just going to add on a little bit to that, kind of the same thing, but I think it can be scary and daunting to like come into a space where everyone kind of has their own niche and like you feel, I don't know, a little imposter syndrome, but I think the best piece of advice is that you're more capable than you think you are. I think there's a lot of growth that comes from being a member in A-Line, and it's okay not to come in like at the top of your game. Like I don't think any of us did. I think it took a while to get here. So
my writing sample for my application was my college essay. So I was like, I like this. Like y'all are gonna get to know me real well right now. Like I don't know what to tell you, but here you go.
And I know I was like super scared as well, like submitting my video. It was the stupidest thing as well. Like looking back on it, it was so cringe. I mean, I would never post that again. But now, as I've gone through my years, I've learned a lot. I've gone a ton better. So it's definitely a learning experience, and that's how life is. You know, that's how it should be.
For sure.
So, what was the moment that really made you think that A-Line was the place? It was the home for you.
Oh my gosh,
this is a hard.
That's a really good question. I would have to say, the very first article I did, I was really fascinated by Converse. That was my thing freshman year. Still is to this day.
So true.
But I wanted to do kind of a timeline of the eras that they'd been through, whether it was with, you know, the rock star era, the basketball era, the skating era, the, you know, generalized era that it is now. And I just remember the experience was so exhilarating, working with the team and coming together and having people that were lifting you up to be like, okay, what is this vision? How can we facilitate it? I remember I was in my Hullabaloo U class and a girl walked in with the coolest Converse. And I was like, I need those. And, and so I tapped her on the shoulder. I was like, hey girl, my name's Logan. Can I borrow those for a photo shoot? And it like made us become really, really good friends to that day. And so, I was just collecting Converse throughout that week for the article. And the article was incredible. I was so incredibly proud of it. And so just to have that experience where it's like, oh, wow, like A-Line is something that gets you out of your comfort zone. It gets you excited. It gets you, kind of ignited in a sense to accomplish this goal with your team was the moment where I was like, oh, I'm sat. Like, I'm here for the full 9 yards. And here I am 3 years later.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Okay. I've been thinking about this a lot, actually. I don't know if I have any one specific moment that kind of made me feel like that. I guess starting off an event team, you kind of have a very different like A-Line experience. Obviously you get to work with the article teams and whatnot, but I think just like having that, our event chief when I came in, Carly, shout out Carly, she was awesome. She encouraged me a lot to like branch out and to like go for event chief after she left. And I think just having her support and like feeling the support of event team and like having that encouragement to, branch out and try something new. Just that whole semester was awesome. Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah, no, for sure. Next up, like what knowledge do y'all think new members should expect to gain from A-Line? And like, how did you see it in your own experience?
Mm-hmm. I feel like for me, the knowledge that I think new members gain is just being encouraged to go out of your comfort zone and explore an avenue of learning of, for me, it was writing that you're not super comfortable with because it seems scary and it seems like, I'd rather not. But for me, I am very comfortable writing about the entertainment industry and I'm very passionate about talking about shows and, what they make me feel, I think like society takes away from them. But this past year, actually, I've broken into more the interview realm and getting to tell people stories and doing the features type thing where I get to use a source and piece it together almost like it's a puzzle and then have this beautiful accumulation of someone's story about their career or their family or, just their journey to where they are now. And that's something that I never thought I would have been comfortable going into. So I think for new members, it's just be ready for that ride, be ready for the small moments that, it takes like 5 seconds of courage to go up to someone or 5 seconds of courage to be like, okay, wait, I'm going to take this idea and run with it. And I'm so excited for the people that are at the start of their A-Line journey because for me, it's been exhilarating and I've grown incredibly as a person fully. Yeah.
Yeah. Kind of like we were saying earlier, there is so much growth. Like you don't come in knowing exactly what you want to do or how good you're going to be at it. And I think the beautiful thing about A-Line that I've come to learn is that you can come in one thing and then you can learn a bunch of different skills and a bunch of different aspects of all the other teams. So like I said earlier, like I came in on an event team, but this past semester I had the opportunity to kind of try my hand at poetry, which was really awesome. It's something that I always like do in my free time, like for fun, but it was never something I thought that I could ever, be good at professionally. But having that experience, like work with my own article team and like work with my own photographer and graphic design and just getting to like expand my horizons in that way and just become better at something that I already love doing was something really, really impactful for me. And obviously you just learn a lot about yourself and other people and the skill set that you have and you can grow. I think that's like the biggest thing is like so much growth.
Yeah. No kidding. I've grown so much. I mean, I didn't really know much about cameras before I joined A-Line, yet I was so interested. If you have that interest, if you have that passion, then you should join. I mean, once you have that drive, everything else just comes after that. Yeah. And it's just like you blossom, just like a flower. I mean, it's really cool. It really is. And having people around you who love the same thing that you do, really
Yes.
helps you also explore different areas, how they shoot cameras, or like for in my instance, shoot cameras, or like how they write, how they set up events and all that stuff, or just like leadership as well.
Yeah.
Now that you're a president, vice president, you know, that's also a big thing. So learning from past leaders,
Yeah.
the past presidents, all that stuff, you know, you really do learn a lot. It's really cool.
I think going off of what you said, like the leadership experience and opportunity is crazy too. Like, you know, if you go back to me as a freshman, I was terrified. I was like, okay, I'm here. I'm just going to smile and wave. Like, it's totally fine. And now as a senior, I get to be like, oh, I'm the president of A-Line when, you know, I can flash back forward or flash back to my freshman year when Mary Trantham, the president then, was like meeting me and being like, oh, I'm the president of this fashion magazine. I'm like, what's that? Like, I want to hear more. And now I'm basically in the shoes she was in. And I'm like, whoa, how did we get here? But, you know, it is truly the community of A-Line building you up and the experience you're garnering and the support you're getting from just your family that's seeing the crazy cool stuff that you're doing at school. That has built me up and all the rest of my exec board members to the positions that we are today, where we feel like we can confidently lead this publication to a successful semester.
Yeah.
Yeah, no doubt. And kind of like piggybacking off that question, how have y'all gotten the most out of y'all's A-Line experience?
Yeah, take it away.
Okay. I mean, I kind of already talked about this, but I think the best thing about A-Line is that you're a part of a team and you're a part of a community, and that community is going to like encourage you to try new things and to branch out. If you like want to dabble in another team, you have the ability to do that, which I think is really awesome. So like I said earlier, like just having the ability to try my hand at something different with writing and even modeling, which is kind of crazy. I know we've both done a little bit of that for A-Line.
I try.
Yeah. I'm not a professional at that yet. We're still working. But no, I just throw yourself into anything you can, whether that be going to the social events and making more friends and just kind of growing your horizons socially or growing them professionally. Like, ask questions. Don't be afraid to go up to someone else in another team and ask for like help with something or to learn something. I think you're surrounded by a bunch of creative, unique individuals, and it would be kind of a shame not to throw yourself into that pool.
Yeah, that was beautiful.
Oh, thanks.
I would say a big thing, obviously everything she said verbatim, but as well that I would love to touch on is A-Line being a business organization. We are building our members up, building their resumes up, and giving them, you know, those pieces of publications in the digital world that they can impress future employers with. I know for me, having, you know, upwards, I don't know even how many articles, countless articles, 20, 30, I don't know how many I published, but through A-Line has been incredible for my resume. I actually got my job at the veterinary and biomedical sciences building at Texas A&M in the writing department, like in the communication department as a writing intern with my A-Line articles, being able to send those samples and say, this is, you know, real world experience. While we are a student organization, this is as real as it gets. This is online. This is fully published. You know, we're adulting before we're fully left the nest. I guess you could. That's a horrible analogy. Take that out. Take that out right now.
It's true.
But you know what I mean. Like we're juggling classes and we're juggling other organizations and we're juggling being social with our friends, but we're still showing up. We're still showing up for our team. We're still showing up for ourselves, and we're still showing up for our future selves that are going to utilize these publications and, you know, this resume building and all of these things that we're doing now with A-Line to help improve our futures and improve our future prospective job.
And I guess like we were talking about this earlier, Antonio's not going into a career that he is working with A-Line for, and neither am I. But I think the skills that we take or that we got from A-Line, we can take into our careers. So maybe I'm going into science and has nothing to do with creativity or magazines or anything fun like that. But the experience that I've gained from A-Line is like so worthwhile, and it will follow me everywhere I go.
Yeah. And especially because social media is such a prominent industry in today's day, you know, whether you're writing or you're on a social media team or you're doing videography, photography, anything like that, you know, you can take that, bring that with you after college and just in life in general. And it's amazing. If you show up, the opportunities will come.
Yep.
All right. So what about A-Line do you think can give people a sense of community?
Okay, so kind of like we were just talking about, I'm going into a career that is very science-based and not anything to do with the arts. And so I think A-Line has been my like saving grace throughout my experience, like being in it, or my time being in it. Having a community of people who are, we like to say, like-minded creatives, is just so supportive. Like, being surrounded by the same kind of sciencey, like analytical brains all the time can kind of get a little exhausting. And so having the opportunity to just share my passions with other people that like have the same ones and or better passions than me, is just really, really rewarding.
Yeah, to add on to that, I think just the friends I've gotten out of it in these past few years, whether, you know, Reagan joined later than me, but we're still thick as thieves to this day. And we're getting dinner together and we're doing socials and we're going on trips to Austin to thrift and whatever it may be. There are people there for you. Even just last night, I met up with some of our A-Line alumni and we got to see our past president, Zoe Frederick, perform with her band Morning After.
Shout
Shout
out.
out. Yeah.
And it was amazing. It was seeing current A-Line members, past A-Line members, and it was just everyone coming together to say, you know, you're a great friend and you have been with me through many creative ventures. Yeah. And now I'm going to support you past this as we move on from Texas A&M and beyond. And I think it's so exciting just to know that you have so many cheerleaders around you that understand the work that you're putting in and understand what it takes to have a vision for, you know, a publication, an online article, a print article, a photo shoot, you know, a video, whatever it may be. And knowing the work and the care and the trust in the people around you that you put into it to bring it to life is exciting. Yeah.
Yeah. What one word would you describe A-Line as and why?
Do you want to go?
Oh my gosh. I should know a word because I'm a writer and I know a lot of words.
Yeah, come on.
Come on, Logan. I can
You
go.
got
You want to
this.
think?
Yeah,
Okay.
you go.
I feel like I've said this a lot, but like it's just very fulfilling. That would probably be the one word. I don't know, like you don't know until you experience it, like working with your first article team and like being there and seeing the impact that all these different minds can have on something, like to create something so beautiful and meaningful as like the articles and the videography, the photography, all of it. It's just so like impactful, I guess. And I don't know, I've just never experienced anything like A-Line until now, obviously, but the growth that you see in yourself and the growth you see in your friends is so phenomenal. Like it's so fulfilling, guys.
No doubt.
I would say my one word to describe A-Line would be magical. Walk with me here.
Wow.
Because, you know, I'm a writer, but I could not do my job. I could not reach readers without the BTS video going on, without the photography going on, without the styling of my models and the makeup and the hair and everything to catch the attention of the readers or to get the readers to feel the words that I'm writing here. And so it's very magic where I'm like, okay, I'm not a graphic designer, but can you do this? Like, what if we did this? You know, and it's coming together and it's brainstorming and it's having, you know, this almost impossible mission, and every time it gets done and it comes together. And even just seeing that print magazine at the launch party, our Met Gala, at the end of every semester is incredible because everyone is so talented, but in different ways, and seeing it come together in a masterpiece sort of way is so inspiring. And it's like, wow, like, you know, I can do this and it's pretty cool, but what can we do together? And seeing that put together every single semester these past few years has been so cool. And it's been something that, you know, all of us here in A-Line and past A-Line members as well take great pride in. It's like, oh, we were part of this, you know, and I was a helping hand. I was a piece of the membership, the community that made these great things.
Yeah. And kind of giving my own 2 cents as well for that word. I think it's growth, because we've talked about it. I mean, pretty much the whole time is how much we grow as students in this org and how much we grow creatively since we began. You know, it's a beautiful thing to see, and I hope everyone can really experience that as well. And you could experience it here. So finishing us off. I mean, it's been great having y'all.
Thank you.
It's been really fun. Everyone who's watching right now who stayed till the end.
Shout out
to y'all.
Automatic admission. No,
Hey, she's joking.
I'm joking. It's a joke, guys.
But still, if you've seen the love, the passion, the care that the three of us have said, we would highly encourage you checking us out, sending your questions, coming to talk with us. We're very open. We're very, we're
Don't
here.
be afraid.
We're here to listen, and we are just so excited to see what creativity has brought to the table this semester.
Yeah. Well, thank you all very much.
Thank you.
Bye, guys.